It's all about a cake. A fruit cake, actually.
Fruit cake. Who likes fruit cake? Okay, see, you're a convert, I know.
Yeah.
There are people that like fruit cake and there are people that hate fruit cake.
Now, have you ever had a fruit cake from the UK? They put this marzipan frosting on it, and if you don't get at it soon enough, you need a jackhammer to break into it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they do that. Maybe it's so you only eat it a little at a time, which is probably a good idea. Fred spent one of those long, cold winters in the dingy old farmhouse, feeling sorry for himself and eating fruitcake. He lived on fruitcake for a whole winter one time, and we have a
home for unwanted
fruitcakes, and so you can just leave it at the door, and there'll be no questions asked. Just bring us your tired, your unwanted fruitcake.
And this song does have a chorus.
It has a recipe for a chorus. There were plums and prunes and berries, raisins and currants and cinnamon too. There were nuts and cloves and cherries, but the crust, it was made out of glue.
There were caraway seeds in abundance, would give you a fine toothache.
'Twould kill a man twice to be eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake.
As I sat by my window one evening, the letterman came unto me, and he brought a nice neat invitation. Gilhooly, come over for tea. Well, I knew it was Fogarty sent it, so I went just for friendship's sake. But the first thing they gave me to tackle was a piece of the Christmas cake. There were plums and prunes and berries, raisins and currants and cinnamon too. There were nuts and cloves and cherries, but the crust, it was made out of glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance, 'twould give you a fine toothache. 'Twould kill a man twice to be eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Well, Mulligan wanted to try some, but really it wasn't no use. We worked at it over an hour, but we couldn't get none of it loose. So Mulligan went for the hatchet, while Kelly, he went for the saw, but they only succeeded in smashing the hatchet and Kelly's left jaw. There were plums and prunes and berries, raisins and currants and cinnamon too. There were nuts and cloves and cherries, but the crust, it was made out of glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance, 'twould give you a fine toothache. 'Twould kill a man twice to be eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Well, O'Leary came down with a colic. McNulty complained of his head. McFadgen lay down on the sofa, and he swore that he wished he was dead. Miss O'Brien went into hysterics, and she started to jiggle and shake, and the men said they all had been poisoned by eating Miss Fogarty's cake. There were plums and prunes and berries, raisins and currants and cinnamon too. There were nuts and cloves and cherries, but the crust, it was made out of glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance, 'twould give you a fine toothache. 'Twould kill a man twice to be eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Then a man came in from the army, a sergeant or some such like. He had a big box full of matches, and 100 weight of dynamite. We went 500 yards, well, maybe 7, and we watched while the fuse flame raced. The house, it went up to the heavens. The confection was still in place. There were plums and prunes and berries, raisins and currants and cinnamon too. There were nuts and cloves and cherries, but the crust, it was made out of glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance, could give you a fine toothache, could kill a man twice to be eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake.
Love that. We actually have a little tableau that we do when we have some kids, neighbor kids involved, and my granddaughter has been bringing in the cake. And we're hoping that we'll do it this year. We're not sure where, but it's great fun. And there's an explosion, and, you know, we love to have things go bang, right?
We've been using the same cake for over 20 years.
Well, we covered it with foam insulation.
It's not an actual cake, but...
Yeah, well, no, and stuck, holly in the top of it. It's ridiculous. But lots of fun, lots of fun.